my son was 15 months old. I turned around in our living room one day to see him at the top of our couch, and he dove off, missed the cushions below, and slammed his head into the corner of a coffee table. And we got to the emergency room, and I was sure that he would have to have brain surgery, and when we left, he had 1 stitch. So I got involved 45 years ago, and now I continue to stay involved, and we feel very fortunate that Cook Children's is right here in Fort Worth.
I've been here as a parent, I've been here as a bystander, I've been to a lot of Cook functions. Her job is to do the work, my job is to send the money.
Kay grew up in Fort Worth. She went to Arlington Heights, and Stan grew up in Athens, Texas. They just bring such a good attitude. Stan's been a very successful business person. He's just a great guy. I don't know anyone that doesn't like Stan Howard. Kay has been very successful in the pursuit she's followed over the years.
I was a member of the Jewel Ball for a long time, and of course their sole purpose is to raise money for Cook Children's. And then I was fortunate enough to be asked if I was interested in joining the board.
I was on the trustee nominating committee. 2007 is when we nominated Kay. She accepted and we were thrilled. She brought her normal commitment, dedication, discipline to the board. And she did such an outstanding job that in 2012, 5 years later, we elected her chair of the board.
When she came home and told me that she had been asked to chair the board, and she said, "What do you think?" I said, "I think you'd be great at it." And her first response was, "There's just so many things I don't know." And I said, "You will do the job fine because you ask the questions and you put your heart in it." Today, she will tell you that that's one of the greatest experiences of her life.
It was a complete learning experience for me, and it was so rewarding because you just don't realize the needs of a hospital until you're on a board like that. Problem solving was no problem here. This hospital administration and the physicians and the board listen to what the needs are for the patients and the patients' parents. Whatever the need was, they found a way to make it happen. When I was on the board, the Dodson Center was completed, Center for the Prevention of Maltreatment of Children. That has become such a great program. And then now this new tower that's just about to open.
I always felt like Kay was the most prepared person in the meeting. She fulfills whatever she says she's going to do, just like Stan does. Anytime Stan could accompany Nancy Kay, he was there, and not to mention financial support. So they're really a great team.
I think if you just ask the average person when you say generosity heals, the first thing that would come to mind would be the check. But I think more than the funds that people give, I think writing the check is the easy part. The people that give of their time, the people that give of their energy, that work their fannies off, from the doctors to the nurses to the maintenance people, they all have the same attitude. We are so, so lucky to work for Cook.
I think that anyone that ever hears what Cook Children's is and the needs they have, it's very easy to open your pocketbook for that. Without generosity, they wouldn't have the MIBG lab that's been so wonderful for all the kids with neuroblastoma. The IMRI that has been incredible. Those came about because of the generosity of the community. And some of them aren't these $1 million contributions. It's just something that sometimes just the common people can do to help. And many people that I know will ask me, "Are you still involved with Cook?" And I'll say, "Well, I've retired, but I'll always be involved with Cook." It's just such a reward to be here.